Prime time on a Sunday night. It's lovely to see everybody on Facebook Live, Periscope, YouTube, and Twitch TV. We have a lot to discuss this evening because the internet, in the absence of football, has been completely set aflame. We've got Cam Newton. We've got Deion Sanders. We have a lot of things going on in the world of sports right now that are causing great havoc across your social media feed. So tonight we're going to talk about Cam, we're going to talk about Deion, and we're going to talk about why these two moments, not necessarily related, but both happening pretty close within the range of one another, why they took over the internet on Sunday. We will do the Tennessee Heating and Cooling heat check because it is, of course, a Sunday night, and that is our custom. We have all sorts of great content prepared for you over the course of tonight's show. Before we get to all of the great content that we have prepared, you have to do what I've just done on my phone. You have to share this show on Facebook Live, Periscope, YouTube, and Twitch TV. Go ahead and retweet the show in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen on Periscope. If you would be so kind, those three little dots allow you to do so. Facebook Live, you can share. You can share now to public. It's in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen, like Lewis Chesney, C.L. Jackson, all of our friends on Facebook. Quay McGee, many of you hanging out with us on Facebook Live. If you're with us on YouTube and Twitch, just tell your friends. We're streaming live here on the Primetime Show, live from the DraftKings Sportsbook studios. And now we can begin. Welcome into A to Z Sports Primetime on a Sunday. I'm your host, Buck Rising, from the DraftKings Sportsbook studios, as I mentioned. And I am proud, as always, to be presented to you by our friends at Two Rivers Ford. Now that the snow has melted, you can go take a test drive of all or any of their great new or pre-owned vehicle, particularly the new models that are rolling off the lot in 2021, the Mach-E electric Mustang, the new F-150, the 2021 Ford Bronco. They have them all available to you, and a non-commissioned sales staff that's going to make sure you're comfortable in the car search process. Two Rivers Ford in Mount Juliet or online at tworiversford.com. DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook app. I have been making money all day on college basketball, all weekend really, on college basketball and the NBA with all of their great profit boosts and no-brainer bets. All you got to do is plug in the promo code A to Z Sports at DraftKings Sportsbook in the app, and you will be able to make some money with me. Gary Ashton and the Ashton Real Estate Group of RE/MAX Advantage. Perhaps if you come up with some newfound disposable income through DraftKings, you can look into real estate investment or search for your dream address without the stress, as I have done. The Titans, the Preds, primetime, you know, all of your favorite sports teams and your favorite sports streaming talk show. Trust the Ashton team at GaryAshton.com. Okay, so let's start with Cam Newton and Deion Sanders, because two videos that happened today, one from Cam Newton's football camp that he is hosting for youth in the offseason, another from the start of the FCS football season, where Deion Sanders is beginning his first term as the head coach of Jacksonville State. Two videos that went viral from Cam and Deion respectively, but let's start with Cam Newton first, because this one really seemed to gain traction over the course of today on the internet. Maybe it's just because my feed is football-centric, but I'm sure many of you felt the same way. So for those of you who have not seen it, we will show you the video momentarily right after we ask you your Two Rivers Ford take. How should Cam Newton have handled the disrespectful kid at his football camp today? Focus on Periscope says, respect your elders. Kedrick, forgive me, says Jackson State University. Forgive me if I misspoke on where Deion Sanders is coaching, not Jacksonville. Thank you, Kedrick. I appreciate you correcting me. Two Rivers Ford take here on a Sunday night. How should Cam Newton have handled the disrespectful kid at his football camp? Let me know in the comments section on Facebook Live and on Periscope, on YouTube, and on Twitch. Titan Rick Sanchez, I'll throw some comments up there for you in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. Titan Rick Sanchez on Periscope says he thought it was hilarious. Let's get to it, says Jason Kincaid. Indeed, we're about to. Let's see. More of you. KB, that's fine. KB, my bad. here on Periscope. But how should Cam have handled the situation? I'll show you the situation momentarily right after I remind you that you need to be shopping for your new vehicle at Two Rivers Ford. The non-commissioned sales staff, they're going to make it easy on you. They're going to make you want to go through all of your car purchasing needs through Two Rivers Ford. Not only do they have fine Ford vehicles, but they have a non-commissioned sales staff that's not going to put pressure on you to buy a car. Go pay them a visit in Mount Juliet. As I mentioned, go test drive any of their new cars. They are spectacular. I went out to get a haircut on Sunday in Mount Juliet, or on Saturday. That's where my barber is, in Mount Juliet. And I drove by the lot and I saw all of the Broncos, the Mustangs, the F-150s glistening in the sun because it's been so long since we've seen the sun shining down on them as if they were divine. TwoRiversFord.com, because they are divine. Your only place, the place that you should trust for all of your car buying needs. Titans for Life says, handle what? Well, without further ado, let us show you, for those of you who missed Cam Newton's situation, let's show you what the hell Cam Newton had to put up with today at his own football camp.
You asked. You're a free agent. You're a free agent. I'm rich. You're a free agent. You about to be poor. I'm rich. You about to be poor. I'm rich. You about to be poor. I'm rich. You're a free agent. I'm rich. You're a free agent. I'm rich. He's a free agent. Where your daddy at? Let me talk to your dad. Let me talk to your dad. Where's your dad? You're a free agent. Where's your dad? You're a free agent. Talk to your dad. You're a free agent. You asked. Talk to. Let me. Where's your dad? Where's your pop? You asked. Where's your dad? He's asking.
So that's some kid at Cam Newton's camp saying, your ass, you're a free agent. Cam responds, I'm rich. The kid comes back and says, well, you're about to be poor, and calls him ass. This is what happened at Cam Newton's own football camp today that set the internet on fire. That kid should have caught the fade. LOL, says Ronnie Sneed. Your Two Rivers Ford take. How should Cam have handled the situation? Because I thought that he handled it with a tremendous amount of grace. I would not have handled it as diplomatically as Cam did. That is for certain. Jeff Roberts says, Cam is a goofball. Yeah, but not today. In fact, I thought he was quite mature. Karen O'Keefe says he should have walked away. He asked for the kid's parent. What else could he do? This kid in front of all of these other campers trying to go viral, trying to get clicks, likes, whatever the case may be, go crazy on TikTok. This dude is just sitting here after he's paid money, or his family has paid money to be at Cam Newton's camp, is just screaming at Cam Newton. Also, kid, tell the kid you were my guest. Emphasis there. Was it a lie? The kid's probably right considering the way he played last year. Yeah, but Titans for Life, that's not the point. Like, if you sucked at your job, if you had a bad year at your job, Titans for Life, or a bad 6-month stretch, right? How would you feel if a group of, teenagers, snot-nosed brats showed up at your place of employment and just straight up disrespected you in a way that maybe the entire internet doesn't care about what Titans for Life does for a living, but they care about what Cam Newton does for a living? So, of course, it's going to be picked up by Bleacher Report, by Barstool, by Vice Sports, by ESPN, by A to Z Sports. Everybody is going to see this, and everybody is going to be pointing, laughing at you or laughing at the kid, but your poor performance is going to be the highlight of the video. Just because it might be true doesn't mean it's right, and that's the question. That's where the question comes in. Well, how would you have handled the situation if you were Cam Newton? Tell the kid, I can't be poor when I got you paying me to teach you football, even though I'm ass as F-words pod. Yeah, listen, our buddy Zach Lyons has it right. You can't be that poor, kid. I can't be that poor. You're giving me your money to stand here and make fun of me. Who's on the losing end of that? Maybe Cam Newton, maybe the kid. Who knows? Maybe his parents, it would seem. Bill Tetley says, so this is the second time that Deion has claimed to have been robbed and had his stuff returned. We'll get to Deion later. Kid just wanted clout like Compton posting his haircut, LMAO. Now, we talked, I forget who I was talking to about Will Compton's clout chasing with the haircut and the Peaky Blinders. Now, I've seen Peaky Blinders, so I understood what he was trying to do. That still doesn't mean he looked like less of an asshole, and neither did this kid. But the question is, how should Cam have handled the situation here on A to Z Sports Primetime, live from the DraftKings Sportsbook Studios? I'll give you my answer here in just a second. First, I'm going to let you see the video again in case you missed it. This kid at Cam Newton's camp just absolutely disrespecting him.
You ass. You're a free agent. You're a free agent, Rich. You're a free agent. You about to be poor. I'm rich. You about to be poor. I'm rich. You about to be poor. I'm rich. You're a free agent. I'm rich. You're a free agent. I'm rich. He's still free agent. Where's your daddy at? Let me talk to your dad. Let me talk to your dad. Where's your dad? You're a free agent. Where's your dad? You're a free agent. You're a free agent. You ass. Talk to. Let me. Where's your dad? Where's your pop? You ass. Where's your dad? He's asking.
It's the part where he says, you ass. That makes it so bad for me. Cedric on Facebook says, the youngin has a lot to learn, but Cam has to do better and know how to communicate. He has a baby type attitude, so that may have led to the back and forth. Yeah, like how many people are going to get into a, get into a pissing match with a 13-year-old or however old this kid is? I'll tell you how Cam should have handled it, and I'll show you how Cam did handle it, because the second part of this interaction has not been seen by that many people, or at least I was late to it based on the initial video that went viral. I'll show you that video here in just a second, right after I remind you about the Ashton Real Estate Group of RE/MAX Advantage. You're in my home office with me. I needed a 3-bedroom home when I was looking for my first home purchase. It was my first time buying a house. It was very stressful because I wasn't sure who I should trust until I found Gary Ashton and my real estate agent that works for Gary that set me up with my dream address without the stress. They found me the perfect place between the Titans practice facility, between Nissan Stadium, right next to downtown Nashville, and that I could have a home studio in my home. Gary Ashton can do the very same for you. He can also, if you're in the market to sell, help you sell for more at GaryAshton.com. So here is the second part of the interaction that I feel like not as many people saw, because how Cam handled this, I mean, honestly, exactly how he did in this second part of the video where you see Cam go back and approach the kid who's just spent, 30 seconds chastising him for all of the internet to see.
No, ain't no disrespect. If you wanted some attention, I'm going to give you some attention. The right way, bro. The right way. When do y'all play?
We play tomorrow.
What was y'all record today then?
1-2. No, 2-1.
What did you do? No, I wasn't able to see because y'all was too.
Cameras on me.
All right, bro. What did he do, man? Does he play?
He got speed.
He got speed.
No, his speed.
Oh.
You gonna see.
Huh?
You gonna see.
Man, don't act shy now, bro. Don't act shy. I'm asking you. I don't want to see. I couldn't see today.
You gonna watch YouTube. Bro, you watch YouTube. I know you do. You cafeteria crotch, man.
No, stop.
What you do?
No, I'm really trying to ask you. Like, I'm trying to see like what you.
We do that shit for real though.
I'm like.
We rep that 215.
205?
215.
215. Okay, cool. Bro. I'm just like, please don't be one-dimensional. Like you said something to me, then I go. I'm really trying to talk to you. I'm not trying to crack no jokes. I'm just really trying to ask a simple question, bro. It's your fault why everybody's looking, but I'm really just trying to ask a question. But you never said what you did. You said you gonna see.
At the end of the day, right?
Nah, coach, it's no disrespect.
No,
I promise you it's no disrespect.
I get that. I get that. But I'm just a grown man. Right? This is the coach. I'm not a fool.
Coach, we squashed it. We good. I was good.
I love that. I love
you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to break the monotony. Yeah. I was just trying to talk to him. He think I'm trying to play. I'm trying to talk.
I'm focusing on I'll get my point.
Thank you, sir.
Right? Congratulations.
But y'all don't play no more today, though.
Are you good? I see y'all moving.
Y'all play us next?
No, our younger team do. Play not a younger team, but a younger guy.
The 18. Y'all 18 in there.
Huh? You 18. Yes,
okay,
yes,
just
sir.
15.
Yeah.
All right.
Yo, Viper, let's go over there.
Hey, come on, in the back of the end zone.
Viper,
to the back, little bit.
Focus up, man.
Cam handled it perfectly. That's exactly how he should have handled it. He went up and asked, hey, what'd you do at the camp today? And the kid tried to pawn it off, tried to make it like Cam was going back and punking a kid. No, he tried to talk to him respectfully, tried to understand, what he was there to do at the camp, how much in his, in their sessions, their games that they played. I think he said they went 1-2. He tried to ask, okay, your team went 1-2. How did you do today? I thought Cam Newton was kick ass in that moment. He handled it exactly how he was supposed to do. But of course, that's not as big a deal as the initial moment where it looks like the kid's roasting Cam Newton, not the moment of maturity from Cam, where Cam is actually a grown-ass man about it and handles it as adults are supposed to do. Cam Newton was spectacular in that moment. OG Will Aiken says he should have said, I made $122 million not counting endorsements. Everybody remember that Oikos Greek yogurt campaign? No free ads, but Oikos Greek yogurt campaign that Cam Newton had? Bank, bags, all of it. Cam Newton has more money than Cam Newton knows what to do with. He didn't give a shit about this little kid chirping at him like a fly around the tail of a cow or something like that, just buzzing around, bothering people. This is not something that Cam Newton went about trying to humiliate this kid with. He turned it around and tried to make it a learning moment for a kid who, listen, 215, does anybody know what the 215 area code is? Think about it. 215 with an attitude like that. You know where that guy comes from? Philadelphia. A surprise to absolutely no one. But so, because this kid coming in from Philadelphia to Cam Newton's camp thinks he can show Cam Newton who's boss and go viral off a Cam Newton moment when he's trying to make the attention about himself, Cam Newton handled it exactly how Cam Newton should have handled it and showed the kid how to be mature in a situation, not just be an attention grabber like the kid was trying to do. KB says he just wanted to go viral. He knew Cam couldn't touch him. That's the problem. Says John Doe said, no, I mean, listen, kids should not have to fear getting, kids should not have to fear getting pummeled by a professional athlete. Now, should he have better manners? Of course. I don't know, where this dude comes from. I don't know his background. I'm not here to judge, I'm not here to judge the kid or his parent. The only thing that I can look at is that particular interaction and say, yeah, he was a huge brat, right? It happens with teenagers from time to time. I'm not going back and forth with a child, says Kel Kevo. I don't think he did. I thought he tried to address it respectfully and responsibly. Clout chasing getting younger and younger nowadays. Listen, I'm not even going to lie. Like, half the reason that I have a presence on the internet at all is because I chirp back at people. I interact with everybody. I will bust, all of my media friends up on Twitter. I'll go back at the athletes. I'll go back at you guys on social media, right? It is a degree of clout chasing. I'm not going to lie to you and say that my job isn't to try to get as much attention on the things that I'm doing as humanly possible. That's a degree of clout chasing. But what Cam is saying, there's a right way and a wrong way to go about it. And what Cam tried to do is show him the right way after the kid went about it the wrong way. Cedric says he did way better. Salute, my brother. Titans for Life says, I'm not buying that. I think he was initially trying to humiliate the kid. Wait, how do you know that? Like, how could you possibly know that other than bringing preconceived notions in about Cam Newton? You have no idea what he's trying to do in the moment. I thought Cam handled that spectacularly. But we don't know if Cam said, hey, watch this, come with me. We're going to readdress this with the kid. I don't think Cam was sitting there trying to humiliate anybody. And I don't know how you could have gotten that from the interaction that we just saw. But I'll show it to you again, and you can be the judge for yourself. Do you think Cam Newton was trying to do it to humiliate the kid at first, after the kid went about humiliating Cam Newton? This video, again, courtesy, I want to make sure I get the credit right, of Patriots News 247.
No, ain't no disrespect. If you wanted some attention, I'm gonna give you some attention. The right way, bro. The right way. When do y'all play?
We play tomorrow.
What was y'all record today then?
1-2. No, 2-1.
What did you do? No, I wasn't able to see because y'all was too.
It's cameras on me.
All right, bro. What did he do, man? Does he play?
He got speed.
He got speed.
No, he's letting him speed.
Oh.
You gonna see.
Huh?
You gonna see.
Nah, don't act shy, bro. Don't act shy.
I'm right here.
I'm asking. I couldn't see today.
You gonna watch YouTube? Bro, you watch YouTube? I know you do. You
cafeteria
your
crocs, man. Stop.
What you do?
No, I'm really trying to ask you. Like, I'm trying to see like what you.
We do that shit for real though.
I'm like,
we rep that 215.
205?
215.
215. Okay, cool. Bro, I'm just like, please don't be one-dimensional. Like you said something to me, then I go, I'm really trying to talk to you. I'm not trying to like crack no jokes. I'm just really trying to ask a simple question, bro. It's your fault why everybody's looking, but I'm really just trying to ask a question. But you never said what you did. You said you're gonna see.
At the end of the day, right?
No, coach, it's no disrespect.
No,
I
I
promise you,
get
it's no
it. I
disrespect.
get that. I get that. But I'm just a grown man. Right? This is the coach of the team.
Coach, we squashed it. We good. I was literally, I was.
I know.
we
I
good.
love that. I love that. I love
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to break the monotony. Yeah. I was just trying to talk to him. He think I'm trying to play. I'm trying to
Nah,
talk.
bro, I'm just gotta. I'm focusing on. I'll get my.
Thank you, sir.
Right? Congratulations.
Say that. But y'all don't play no more today, though.
Are you good? I see y'all in a little bit.
Y'all play us next?
No, our younger team do. Play the not a younger team, but a younger guy.
The 18. Y'all 18 in there.
Huh? You 18. Yes,
Okay,
yes,
this
sir.
15.
Yeah.
All right.
Yo,
Say less.
Viper, let's go over there.
Hey, come on. In the back of the end zone.
Viper,
To the back,
let's focus up, man.
Valentino says, no, the kid asked for it. Cam was genuine. El Boogie 808 says, didn't even answer Cam and tell him what he did. He probably third string. Kid's really being a kid in puberty. He'll grow out of it. It's a harmless interaction. But again, it took over the internet today in a way that was crazy. Now, what is also crazy is what the hell happened to Deion Sanders today, which we will show you here in a second. The question for you, now that you've seen Cam's viral moment, let's talk about Deion Sanders. What was worse on the internet on Sunday? Cam Newton getting chirped or Deion Sanders allegedly getting robbed? I will show you Deion Sanders' moment from his team's victory. Jackson State, his first game as the head coach of the FCS program, the historically black school that he went back to coach and breathe new life, new energy into because he felt it was very, very important. Jackson State got a victory with Deion Sanders, his first victory as a college football head coach. But yet there was a moment where Deion claimed that he was robbed. We will talk about this here in just a second. Do you think it was worse what happened to Cam Newton or what happened to Deion Sanders today? Let me know in the comment section on Facebook Live, Periscope, YouTube, and Twitch. While you guys do that, I will tell you about our friends at DraftKings Sportsbook, the top downloaded sportsbook app in the country. This is the place that you have to be wagering with because they have no-brainer bets. They have profit boosts of all shapes and sizes. I have all kinds of money tied up in this Brooklyn Clippers game tonight because I got an email. Once you sign up with the promo code A to Z Sports, you get an email when their great profit boosts and no-brainer bets come in. That is when you log into the DraftKings Sportsbook app, you plug in the code A to Z Sports, and they will give you all manner of great deals for you to win money on. That's all they're trying to do. They're trying to get you to have fun on sports wagering now that it's legal in Tennessee, and they're trying to make sure that you make some money while you're at it. They've paid out over $7 billion to their customers since 2012, so they know a thing or two about big paydays. Call to action, download the Ron Burgundy did. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use promo code A to Z Sports to get your shot to get a big payday courtesy of DraftKings Sportsbook using the promo code A to Z Sports. New customers, they have all manner of great things for you to jump in on. You can bet $1 to win $100 if any basketball team hits a three-point shot. That's one thing that they have going on for you at DraftKings Sportsbook. You must be 21 or older, Tennessee only. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook. New customers only. Restrictions apply. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call or text the Tennessee Red Line, 1-800-889-9789 at DraftKings Sportsbook using the promo code A2Z Sports. They will hook you up. You guys like how I just call to action? I read it out loud. Dummy. What was worse, Cam Newton or Deion Sanders? We'll let you guys decide for yourselves. So here is the moment with Deion Sanders having his moment spoiled. His first victory as a head coach of a college football program. Juan says neither, to be honest. Rich athlete problems us regular American fans don't experience and wouldn't have been viral news. Yeah, Juan, I mean, listen, if anybody cared about you or I's problems, then, we would go viral. But they don't, because we're not famous and we're not rich and we're not good at sports. So what the hell does the internet care about what Juan or Buck has to do? What they do care about is Deion Sanders and Cam Newton. You saw what happened to Cam Newton and how Cam Newton handled it. Here's Deion Sanders' post-game press conference today after getting his first victory as the head coach of Jackson State.
I've been saying God bless you, appreciate you and everything. I'm pissed off right now because I have mixed emotions. We won, kids played really well. But while the game was going on, somebody came in and stole every darn thing I had in my locker room, in the coach's office. Yeah, credit cards, wallet, watches. Thank God I had on my necklaces. How? So when I talk about equality and raising the standards, and that goes for everyone, man. Not just the people on the field, not just the coaches, not just the teachers, not just the faculty, but that's everybody, security and everybody. So how do you think it feels coming back after just teary-eyed because the guys have presented me with the game ball, one of the best moments I've ever had in my professional sports career emotionally. And then you go into your locker room, your coach's office to digress, and you notice and you don't even have a phone to call your mama, to call your girl, to call your kids because it's been stolen. You don't even have the Scully hats that you wore here. We're gonna find out who did it.
Deion Sanders, we're going to find out who did it. So his team won over an NAIA school today, 53-0, Jackson State. And so Deion Sanders comes into the post game. He's just finished celebrating with the team. He's gotten the game ball. He goes into the coach's office and he thinks that all of his stuff has been stolen. The everything but the jewelry that he had on, the ball caps that he wore into the stadium that day, all of it. So we go through the timeline, and what Deion says there is, for one, the kids played really well, but while the game was going on, someone came in and stole every darn thing I have in the coach's office. Credit cards, wallets, watches. Thank God I had on my necklaces. So the school comes back and says afterwards that the school later told ESPN that Sanders' items were misplaced and found. But Deion went on his own Twitter account and said, no. This was the tweet from Deion at about 6:30. So Stephen J. Gaither puts it out and says, so there was a miscommunication in what was happening with Deion Sanders' stuff. So when he came in the presser, he thought it was stolen, but a member of the JSU staff had it secured. It was his first game at the stadium, the first for JSU at home since 2019. Hectic week. Deion quote tweets that and said, nah, it was stolen, but they got it back. It was stolen out of my personal bag in my office, and my assistant caught the gentleman in the process of stealing it, but she was alone. No miscommunication, my man, at all. Whomever putting out the lie that my belongings wasn't stolen is lying. My belongings were taken out of a zip bag in my office. More items were taken as well from my office. We have retrieved them since being reported. My staff member witnessed the crime. #truth. Disaster. Incredibly bad PR on a day that should be about the kids from Jackson State winning 53-0 with Deion Sanders as their head coach. It was a tough look for Deion. We don't know what the situation is going to be, whether it was actually stolen. He's saying it is. The school saying it's not. That's a weird conflict to have in the middle of all these things. His humble brags were top-notch, says P. Knuckles. Why would a coach bring this up during a press conference? Dunno, Deion. He could have left it alone, says Juan. I mean, what else is he going to do? Let him bring it up if he thought his stuff was stolen. What else could he do besides bring it to the public forum? He was emotional and honest, says Titans for Life. He didn't call anyone in particular out. I'm fine with it. What the hell did he bring to the stadium? His closet, says P. Knuckles. Listen, I take a lot of stuff with me wherever I go, whether it's, when we used to be allowed in the Titans media room, I have my own cubby. I have everything organized at my little space. I don't know what our new media wing is going to look like in the new revamped St. Thomas Sports Park once the Titans' new practice facility opens up. But I have a bunch of my belongings with me at all times. Maybe Deion likes to travel with a bunch of stuff. Deion Sanders not used to getting his stuff lifted out of his office and, as he says, out of a zipped bag. He said it was stolen. It's still stolen, says Valentino. That's what he's saying on social media right now. J.W. Curtin says, wait, they played a game today? Did they move the regular season to start now? Yeah, FCS, which is, we'll see what it looks like. FCS is going to be playing in the spring, which is a result of the pandemic. So, if FCS football catches on in the spring, I would enjoy watching it. I didn't watch Jackson State versus what was the name of the NAIA school that they played today. I'm not even sure, but they won 53-0. Let's see. Edward Waters is the school that they played. I don't think I get that channel. But anyway, regardless of what was stolen, it's his shit, says Shamari. It's exactly right. Didn't know that. Thanks. Confused me there, says JW Curtin. You're very welcome, JW. Lock the door, says P Knuckles. Yes. L Boogie says it's a he said type of thing. Indeed. Yeah. So I don't know what was, I do know what was worse, because if Deion actually, it sounds like he got everything returned to him. So that had to be a scary moment. I almost want to go with Cam, but the physical possessions of Deion Sanders being lost is, literally more quantifiably valuable than Cam Newton's pride at this point. Titans for Life says, or get a locker. Yeah, now you bet your ass he's going to have a locker now. He's going to have all kind of, it's going to be Fort Knox trying to get into the coach's office at Jackson State University after Deion Sanders got robbed during a game, according to Deion. Okay, let's finish up with the Tennessee Heating and Cooling Heat Check. Who got hot? Who cooled off in sports this week? You guys know how this works. You file into the comment section on Facebook Live, Periscope, YouTube, and Twitch. You tell me who got hot, who cooled off in sports this week. Big win for the Pelicans today. Massive comeback against the Boston Celtics. Zion was incredible. Kentucky besting the Tennessee Volunteers in a game that the Vols should absolutely not have lost. The Preds with a big win over the weekend. It wasn't terribly pretty, but they got the dub. You got to give them credit to that point. Let me know on Facebook Live, Periscope, YouTube, and Twitch your Tennessee Heating and Cooling Heat Check candidate. Who got hot? Who cooled off in sports this week? While you guys do that, I will tell you about the fine folks at Tennessee Heating and Cooling. The website that you go to is 10hc.com. That's TENNHC.com. Tennessee Heating and Cooling is the place that will get you satisfaction guaranteed on each and every one of your HVAC needs. It was super cold. You needed your heat to work. Today, it got hot. It was hot in my house. I damn near turned on the AC. Tennessee Heating and Cooling can make sure that you feel no service interruption because you've had the proper preventative maintenance at 10hc.com, TENNHC.com. Who got hot? Who cooled off in sports this week? James Harden hot, says Puka. I've got the Nets Clippers game on in the studio right now, but I haven't been keeping track of the score or what the box score looks like for James Harden right now. Karen says the Preds, Anthony Edwards. Oh my God. The dunk that stole the soul of every player on that court this weekend. Just an absolute hammer down, Anthony Edwards. I'm pretty sure Anthony Edwards plays for the Timberwolves, if I remember correctly. But I saw the dunk that went viral. It was massive, just tomahawked. Max Homa hot. Yes, Max Homa getting the win in the golf over the weekend. Tyler Reddick cold. I didn't see where he finished in NASCAR this week. Hot women's, the Lady Vols defeated number 2 South Carolina. Way to go, says El Boogie 808. Yes, that's right. I almost forgot about the Lady Vols getting a big dub over South Carolina, who's a perennial power in women's college basketball. Cold, the men's, says El Boogie, indeed. AJ's, let's see, the 18-year-old, Jeff Sawyer says his 18-year-old grandson won his first race today. Well, congratulations to your grandson, Jeff. Racing what? Was it a bike race, a car race? Let us know, and we will celebrate your grandson today. Dadson Worldwide is still talking about Deion right now. We're doing heat check, Dadson, but I do see your comment there. Anthony Edwards wins. Just wow. Yes, he plays for the Wolves. He dunked over former Grizzlies players too. LOL, says Johnny Lee. Who got hot? Who cooled off in sports this week? The right answer is the Lady Vols. Producer Reed, when we were coming up with our are heat check candidates. I neglected to remember the Lady Vols over the weekend. So that's the right answer. But who else got hot over the weekend was Chad Ochocinco, and the man responsible for helping him sign many, many jerseys and autographs as fast as humanly possible. You will see what I mean right now.
I will find you in the morning sun and when the night.
So you saw it there, this man ripping these jerseys out from under Ochocinco's grasp and his signature as fast as humanly possible. I don't know why it was so transfixing. I could not stop watching this video over and over and over again. It's one of these 15-second videos that you just lose. You lose 5 minutes in because you're just watching it over and over. Ochocinco's jersey signature assist, assistant, whatever you want to call him, absolutely got hot this weekend.
I will find you in the morning sun and when the night.
Kirk Cavelli on Periscope says that's a relaxing video, low-key. Yeah, I think it was Sinatra in the background. It was very, very soothing. I'm sure Ochocinco needs something meditative while he signs the multitude of jerseys. Don't let that guy in Deion's locker room, says P. Knuckles. Yes, hot Ochocinco's jersey signature assistant and the Tennessee Lady Volunteers. Cool. The Tennessee men's basketball team, absolutely brutal. Anthony Edwards should be in that discussion as well. Damn, I want to do that for Derrick Henry or AJ Brown, says El Boogie 808. John can't please everybody, but if Corey goes, bring AJ Green right in, says Cedric. Cedric, those are conversations for another day, but lucky for you, we got a whole week of primetime shows ahead of us. 4 more to do, 2 more 615 sessions, a bunch of great content that we will be pumping out for you. We'll do it, and we'll do it well because we are not tired yet. The week is just beginning. Support the people who support this show. They are not tired of showing you and supporting you with great customer service. DraftKings Sportsbook, Two Rivers Ford, Gary Ashton Remax, and Tennessee Heating and Cooling. They will hook you up the same way that they hook me up. Thank you, as always, for your participation. You have made tonight a very fun show. We will be back tomorrow. We will talk Titans offseason free agency. I've got a bunch of stuff about Mike Vrabel as a coach and where he stacks up in the hierarchy of current NFL head coaches. We got a bunch of content planned out already, and it's going to be a lot of fun. We'll be back tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Central Time or thereabouts to do it with you. For now, I'm going to go enjoy the rest of my evening because I tell you what, it's Sunday night. Monday work week has already started for me, so I'm not that tired yet. I got a lot more work to do. See you tomorrow night, as always. And Austin and Zach, take care of you in the morning at 8 a.m. See y'all.
No!